Hey, what's going on, people? You know, maybe like over a year ago, maybe 2023. I don't even know the exact date, but I half-ass watched this documentary exposing how they believe that Derek Chauvin. No, I don't know why they're pronouncing his name Chauvin. Thought it was Derek Chauvin, but Derek Chauvin was innocent. Now, I told you in a video. So here's the thing. Over the years, it's been almost 5 years, and my stance has changed. So I denounced the riots almost 5 years ago. I denounced them, and I sided with the police at the time. But I changed. So I still denounce the riots, but I don't support the police at all. I don't look at police as anything more than babysitters, adult babysitters. They don't solve crimes. They don't make a difference. All they do is just, if you remember that show, The Fairly Odd Parents, and they had that babysitter Vicky. That is basically the police in black neighborhoods. And I'm comparing them to Vicky the babysitter because without any proof, and I feel our proof is our body cams, they had to fire that woman because they didn't believe Timmy when he would say to his parents, "She's evil. She makes my life miserable." And they didn't. And it was like you're a bad seed. Go to your room, Timmy. And they never believed Timmy until Tootie told um told Timmy's parents that Vicky is evil because that was her sister and she made her life hell. But the body cams were like our way of exposing police corruption. Now, let me say this. Do I think Derek Chauvin is guilty? Yes, I do. I do think that he could have done more to save George Floyd's life. Do I now? Let me. I'm gonna be fair because I'm a balanced person. I don't take sides. Does George Floyd, was he a good representation of someone to use, especially for black men? Not at all. Do I think a drug addict with a lengthy record and someone that died of drugs, that do I think that's a good representation of black men? Not at all. I don't. And look at what he did. He listen when I say this. People make mistakes. People mess up. I'm a mess up in life. People are going to do things they regret. But this man robbed a pregnant woman with a gun, telling her he was going to kill her and the baby. That's some sick shit right there. But his life could have been prevented if they took the measures to get him medical attention. I feel they knew that man was dying. I don't think that $20 bill he knew was fake. Because why would he stay in the area if it was fake? He would have tried to got left the scene faster. But we're talking this whole um Trump pardon, Derek Chauvin, because I understand he does have another sentence. I believe that I don't know if they're run concurrently. He's not doing over like he's not doing those sentences together. He's not doing over 40 years. He's only going to do 22. So I think they're running concurrently. But like if Trump pardons him, they'll have to have the he'll have to have the governor step in too, because Trump can't do anything about a state, like a state case. He can only do federal. But I don't see them pardoning Derek Chauvin, and I don't feel like they should. Let me just say this: Derek Chauvin should stay his ass in prison, whether you agree or not. He needs to represent, and listen when I say this, he needs to represent all of the corrupt, crooked cops out here because there's too many of them. And I don't think body cameras make a difference at all. But he needs to stay locked up. He needs to, because this needs to represent that there are bad cops out here. A lot of them. There are racist cops out here. There are cops that know the crimes that go on in the black community and they turn a blind eye. There are cops out here that, and if you want to get more, if you don't agree with me, if you're not following what I'm saying, if you love women, especially white women, there are cops out here that partake in human trafficking, sex trafficking of minors. They know this stuff goes on. So just think about that. Cops do a lot of dirty shit. I don't feel bad that he's in jail. I don't feel bad that he got stabbed all those fucking times. I hope, honestly, it happens again. I really don't care. It's not really the person. It's not really George Floyd. It's more of what goes on in with police, the stuff that they do. Because here's the thing, I hate criminals too. I don't like people committing crimes. I feel like when you struggle should teach you how to learn from what got you there and be better. But you're not supposed to abuse criminals, not supposed to put your hands on them. Your job is to transport them to jail and they're supposed to be rehabilitated. But your job is not to intimidate, rob them, their drug money, enable them to sell drugs, all that fuck shit you do. That's not your job. Your job is to enforce the law. That's what your job is to do, because you need a judge to get these warrants. You need a judge to do. You cops can't really do really too much without other outside parties. Because there's the thing I told you in the last video. If you feel like you ever want to go to police or file a report, you don't really need cops to do that. You could really just do it. Go to the police station and file it yourself, because you need a judge to execute a warrant. Cops really can't do much of anything but just enforce the law. If they do anything over that, that's because they need probable cause. So that's why I advise people, don't smoke weed in your car, because that gives them probable cause. But I don't feel that Trump would pardon Derek Chauvin. I mean, I get that he got those rioters out of jail, but understand, he knows this. That was under his orders. He told them to do that. He told those jackasses to go inside the Capitol and riot. So that's why he did that. But I think if he were to pardon Derek Chauvin, then he needs to pardon P. Diddy. He needs to pardon R. Kelly. He needs to pardon P. Diddy. I said party. He needs to pardon P. Diddy, R. Kelly, Suge Knight, Larry Hoover. It's a couple more. Shit, because if we go that route, it's just like you need to break everybody off with a pardon. And by the way, I heard Joe Biden got cancer. I want to also say the chickens have come home to roost. Yes, right. The chickens have come home.